can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This is Hilton on the receiving end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it. It's Mack. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
We stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We stiff on, spin move, in zone,
the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal.
With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
This is second nature. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded in the end zone. And decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Mack, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25 on 2nd down, we're set. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Colts 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Brissett. This Cowboy defense looks ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
Colts field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're going to run a lot of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Colts 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Mack. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now left side of the swing pass. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On a crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Brissett on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
The 44-yard line.
Brissett to throw on first. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
It's now 3rd down.
Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now Brissett. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cooper Willis. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Gets there this time for the sack. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Brissett sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Pass And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
10th carry now for Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The try. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Here's Campbell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Gun now on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 68 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Looking deep for him. There's some space here. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 14. And the Cowboy first down.
Back to throw now on first down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 13-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4-yard pickup on the play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
For the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Mack. And some room to work. this all the way down to the Cowboys' 16-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards on the ground.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
And goal.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
At the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. He's got the lane, and there he goes. goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, 87 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He's going to let it fly. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe there to make the play in coverage. Incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. He dumps this off to Mack. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running, and just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
For a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Colts 39.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.